Hello everyone and welcome back to our Bond Let's Play Ever 17 The Out of Infinity for the PC. My name is FlightlessBird, this is your story-based gaming channel, and today, my friends, we are beginning route number 2. Now, what is route number 2 gonna be like? I have no idea. Your guess is as good as mine. There's only one way to find out, and that's just to hit new game and to take it from here. Now, thanks to Enter Zero telling me how to do this, basically I press F3 and it jumps ahead to either a spot that we haven't seen or to a choice that we haven't done. So yeah, it basically jumped to the part where we either listen to the joke or listen to staff member's explanation. And that's... I don't expect a whole lot of jumping overall if I'm predicting ahead, because we're going to be making different choices. But with that said, I don't know what this game is like. So I'm unsure if there's going to be a lot of skipping or not a lot of skipping. I mean, your guess is as good as mine, my friends. Hope you're all having a wonderful, fantastic day today as we listen to the staff member's explanation. So weird hearing his voice. Oh, that actually caught me off guard there, because I just wasn't expecting to hear his voice, because we haven't heard his voice the entire game so far. Well, I suppose it could be worse, but I'll talk to you later. Huh? Patting the little dog's head, he turned back to listen to the explanation. Oh god, Sora. Oh man, I'm sorry, but looking at her green hair, and I know technically it's not a green hair, technically it's the tint of the light and the reflection, but still, the way her clovers here light up green and the way her hair looks green, I just love this look. Not to say she isn't beautiful without green hair, but I mean, with green hair and those green eyes, oh, it's so good. So now you should have a general understanding of the layout of the floor. By the way, the Mew was designed with saturation diving specifications. In other words, the air pressure inside is equivalent to or greater than the water pressure outside. As I said at the beginning, the complex that we're all going to enter is filled with a mixture of gases at 6 atmospheres. So right now, our bodies are adjusting to be able to handle a pressure equivalent to 6 atmospheres. Of course, this mixture of gases is composed of oxygen, nitrogen, and helium and is completely harmless to people. The reason for raising the air pressure inside is that it is essential to make Lemieux safe for everyone. Okay, everyone, we are now going to enter the ocean. Are any of you here feeling just a little bit nervous? You might be worried about what would happen if seawater started leaking inside, or that you might be crushed by the water pressure, or us sinking. Well, considering all those things basically happen, however, please relax. There is nothing to worry about. I beg to differ. There is absolutely no way that Lemire could be crushed by the outside water pressure because we have raised the air pressure inside.
ところで、この加圧室に入る前に、皆さんにイヤホンのようなものをお配りしましたよね。
By the way, before we entered this pressurization chamber, we handed out earphones to everyone, remember?
はい、そうです。今皆さんが耳に装着されているそのイヤホンです。
Yes, that's right. The earphones that everyone is using right now.
これはただのイヤホンではなく、音声変換器と言います。
These are not your average earphones. They are voice alternators. I still say they look like K's, you know.
レミオの中にはヘリウムガスが充満しているので、この変換器を耳につけていないとアヒルのような声に聞こえてしまうのです。
I feel like we've heard this before. So hold on. Let me save. And let me hit F3.
声がどうかしたの？
Yeah, you weren't listening to conversation. Okay, so this is new apparently, because now we're getting a different dialogue. Because we did listen, but she didn't listen. What are you laughing at? Why are you smiling like that?
怪しい人みたいだよ。
You're acting really weird.
つうか自分の声自分で聞いてみ
Well, why don't you try listening to your own voice? Huh?
おかしいぞまるで八本足の宇宙人だ
It's so funny. I mean, you sound like an eight-legged alien.
宇宙人ってピロピロのケロケロ？
Alien as in take us to your leader, Goba, Jibba, Donoba, space alien?
クイクイ星人とか太陽星人とか？
Like a Martian or someone from planet Kwee or something?
スター星人だとこの辺の先っちょからビームがピューッと。
A star person from the far edge of the galaxy with lasers? Yes, exactly like what happens in Silent Hill when you get a UFO ending. Oh, the dits.
それよりさ、コメントの方が絶対面白いって。
My joke was a lot funnier than that. Your joke was really funny, I will admit.
もういいもうお腹いっぱいサンキュー
Well, that's enough. I can't take any more of this. Thanks. He put the voice alternators back in his ears and looked back at the staff member again.
さあ、説明はこれで終わりです。
Alright, and we're off! So yeah, apparently, you know, this is just what we have to do. We have to, zoom through and select the choices. And as we do, mark them off our list. So, it was the Tanuki. Yes, so last time, this is interesting. Last time, the first two choices were different than the first two choices this time. Our next choice was either to apologize or to stay silent, and we chose to apologize. It looks like the fourth choice is the same. Interesting. I'm really intrigued by how it's all gonna play out. So, it was definitely the Tanuki.
タヌキが俺にボディーブローを
Well, that Tanuki caught me with a body blow. I guess what this does is this sets the route that you're on. So basically, all these initial choices all trigger different effects to who your protagonist is. Huh? The employee gave him a surprised look.
殴られたんだよいきなりあのタヌキに
I got sucker punched by that Tanuki. He pointed at the big Tanuki. This is Sagumi, correct? Oh, the dots. The Tanuki's expression didn't change. But it turned and started to run, which, you know, that's exactly what Sagumi does. The Tanuki's silhouette pranced slightly away into the distance. Why is she in a Tanuki costume now? In an instant, it had disappeared down the hallway. Oh, the dits. Oh, the dots.
あれはですね。
That is, The staff member looked after the Tanuki as she spoke.
タヌキじゃなくてレミュール。
That's not Tanuki, that's a lemur. I thought it was a, Shoot, I have it written down somewhere in my notes.
レミュール
Mormion? I don't remember. Lemire, what? He rubbed his still aching stomach as he spoke.
そうレミュールキツネザル
Yes, lemur. You know a fox-like monkey?
名前はミュミューン
That's it, Mew Mew. Oh! So its name is Mew Mew, but it's a lemur, not a tanuki. Okay, I think I understand. Its name is Mew Mew. So I guess that's like the mascot. Lemur had been named after the continent of Lemuria, which is why it's a lemur. Okay. A legendary land. According to the British zoologist Scouter, the Lemurian continent preceded the existence of islands scattered throughout the Indian Ocean. Lemurs were scattered throughout Africa, the island of Madagascar, Asia, and Indonesia. While investigating the distribution of those fox monkeys, Scouter came to believe a continent had existed in the Indian Ocean, adopting the British geologist Branford's hypothesis. He named that continent Lemuria. Moreover, the German zoologist Haeckel contended that the continent was the origin of mankind.
あの着ぐるみはレミューンのマスコットキャラの一つミュミューン
Mew Mew is one of Lemu's mascots.
ってどうしたんですかお腹が悪いんですかそれとも
But what happened? Are you ill or?
いやもういいもういいんだ
Nah, I'm fine now. Don't worry about me.
もう済んだから
It's over anyway.
ああそうですか
Oh, I see. The staff member disappeared. I see. That wasn't Tanuki, that was Mimoon. Pretty sure this is repetitive? See, and it stopped when we got to something new. Because we have set up to read, not all. Thank you again for making sure I had that setting clicked appropriately. He had just been told that it was not a Tanuki, but Mimoon the fox monkey. That information had already disappeared from his mind. I forgot its name. It doesn't matter though, that's the person that hit me and ran away. He didn't want revenge. But he did want to ask it why I had done what it did. Without making a sound, he slowly approached the Tanuki, a mascot, Mew Mew. And as soon as he got behind it, he quickly grabbed the costume by the head. There.
誰
Who are you?
お前こそ誰だ
I should be asking you that. Pretty sure this is the same. Here we go. Alright, so choice number 3. Like I said, and the last one we apologized. And there's 3 that we do here. This time we have to stay silent. But before we stay silent, why don't we just scroll up a little so that way we can understand what's going on as we jump through choices. We met Sugumi, who was about high school age. The elevator floated up and there was a faint sound of movement and vibration. And then his eyes met with the girls. He wondered why. The girls stared at him suspiciously. What? Just who are you? Why are you here? Why are you following me?
なんでついてくるのよ
Okay. And now we need to stay silent. So last time we apologized. So who exactly are you? Yeah, like I said, I think these are basically the triggers on lining up the different scenarios. So we need to stay silent. Oh, the dots. Oh, the dots. She avoided his eyes. Oh, the dots. Oh, the dots. It felt like the air on him had suddenly gotten much heavier. The battle of the dots. Boom! Jolting suddenly, the elevator stopped. He looked at the ceiling. The lights flickered unsteadily.
なんだ
What was it?
まさか
It couldn't be.
まさかまさか何なんだよ
Couldn't be. Couldn't be what? Could it be? He wondered if something had gone terribly wrong. It was strange. Very strange. Who's this? Who is that? Sort of looks like Coco, but it's not. It's not Sagumi. Who the heck is this? Oh, it's her. We finally met. I've been looking for you this whole time. But his voice didn't reach her. Huh? He couldn't hear a voice either. No matter how much he tried, no sounds reached him. Dang, what's going on? But he finally saw a figure who was able to make sure. He could see himself and the girl talking over there. He saw it on the other side. I could see myself over there. He watched, and he watched. That's strange. No, it's odd. If I'm watching them, then who is the me watching me? I don't know if I've seen this before or not, but considering what we just played, there's new context here. Something felt out of place. He knew the truth and his lips trembled. Who was that? Who could the me over there be? He couldn't shake the feeling that something was wrong. It was like a dream. It was like he was watching the continuation of a dream. But a dream couldn't have felt so powerfully raw. All the screaming and the sound of running feet, the shrill wailing of sirens. That wasn't a dream or an illusion.
まさかって何を知ってる?
Huh. What was that? Alright, so I've got to find my friends. It looks like this choice is going to be the same. And we got a new text box. So if this is the same, well, let me click through first. I quietly open the door. I turn the knob and the door to the elevator opens slowly. Okay, so we're still Takeshi.
System wieder Aufnahme.
I heard the mechanical announcement, but didn't understand what it meant. The battery is probably dead. I pushed the button, but my PDA didn't respond. Thanks to the help of the blacklight in my display, I found the door's emergency manual opening mechanism. Hey, you alive? Yeah, we're definitely Takeshi. I spoke to the girl. Okay, so we're with Tsugumi again. And then a really cool CGI scene. Looks fantastic the way that happens. Yeah, there's not a lot of video in this game, but when it plays, it's really, really cool. Okay. Next choice. I messed up my writing here. It's not your fault. All right, new option here. It's not your fault. What is the context? 30% of the facility is already believed to be submerged and completely flooded. Hey, wait just a second. I thought we were going to escape up. If we go down... Hey, what are we supposed to do now? There's no point arguing about this. I'm sorry, but the employee looked extremely sorry and was bowing. It is my responsibility, so... that's Sora talking. The park staff, I assume. It's not your fault. Yeah, Sora, it's totally not your fault. It's not your fault. I don't think that this is any one person's fault. But why has this happened? Well, that's the issue. Sorry, I'm just a little aggravated. I didn't mean to take it out on you.
Yeah.
It's okay. The fish on the floor were still jumping around.
本当に申し訳ありません.
I'm really, really sorry. The park employee was bowing so low that her head approached the floor. For some reason, her clothes were completely dry.
ここに突っ立っていても仕方ないわ。案内してくれる?
It doesn't do us any good just standing around here. Can you show us the way?
わかりました。近くに比較的安全な場所があります。ご案内します。
Certainly. There is a relatively safe place nearby. I will take you there. Relatively safe? Well, that was about the same as saying that everywhere else was dangerous. Okay, so we're turning around now. And, what are you so mad about, right? Yes. What are you so mad about? Context? Tsugumi has all the dots. After Wall trying to greet her. She turned her back. You shrugged slightly. I thought Tsugumi might have been embarrassed. There was something kind of cute about her. Tsugumi. I think that's a bird name. I remembered her tugging me along in the aquarium and running like the wind. So, what are you so mad about? What are you so mad about? I walked over to her and said that.
普通よ、これが。
This is how I am normally. I won't ask you to pretend to be happy. But how about being a little more friendly? We're gonna have to put up with each other until we get out of here.
どうして
Why?
関係ないでしょ。たまたまここに一緒にいるだけなんだから。
I don't know any of you. We just happen to all be here together.
そう。みんな関係ない。
That's right. We don't have any connection to each other.
要するに不幸な集まりに過ぎない。
We're just an unlucky gathering of strangers. Sugumi looked annoyed as she said that. This chick's intense and it's scary. In my mind, I retracted my earlier thoughts about her being cute. I remember the line. Sugumi and I glared at each other for a while. Oh wow, that was fast. That was really quick. Sora, it's your turn to introduce yourself. So Sora's introducing herself. Pardon me for the belated introduction. I am Aganakasaki Sora. I'm a system engineer in the Muse Developmental Division. Basically, the assistant chief. Same as before. Assistant chief. Assistant chief, so you're pretty high up there, huh? Even though we've already chosen this, I want to go a couple lines in at least.
代理ですし、名目上のことですから、大したことはありません。
Only in name. I'm really just an assistant. It's no big deal. But hey, Sora, weren't you up at the gate above ground? You were giving some kind of explanation at the entrance, right? I only heard half of it, but...
そういえばあの時のお姉ちゃん
you might be right. Are you the girl from before?
はい、そうです。お気づきになりましたか？
That's right. So you noticed.
ここも人手不足なもので、時々私もあのようなことをしています。
We are short of people here. From time to time, I do that kind of work. Sora smiled. I'm a Kuinari Takeshi. I'm 20. I'm a junior in college.
よろしく
Nice to meet you.
はい、よろしくお願いします。
Yes, nice to meet you.
良きかな良きかな
Yep, what's your gusto? Everyone laughed cheerfully. Oh, it's good to see everyone getting along. I hear the slurping sound from them drinking. Oh, that's great. Alright. This is where having the blue can get a little bit confusing. Because technically we've chosen all these options, just not in this order. So last time I'm pretty sure we went from top to bottom. This time we need to go bottom to top to middle. So 3, 1, 2. So we need to go to the security office first. And I tested them in time to see Emiko call. Alright, here's the context here. Yes, I will work in the security office while monitoring everyone's activities. If a problem arises, I will announce it via the intercom. And then Sora. And if something happens, please contact me immediately. Alright, okay then. Let's split up and meet in the security office in half an hour. Okay. Okie dokie. Woof woof. Alright, sure, whatever. Alright. So we're going to the security office first. Even though we're supposed to meet up there in a half hour. So I said that she'd be working in the security office. But I wonder what she was doing there. Maybe this puts us on this Sora path? There's a lot about Sora that we didn't know in the last playthrough, so... I mean, let's not forget, there was also this secret that she wanted to tell us, but we kind of, you know, told her no because we were hanging out with Sugumi. Besides, she was the only one that had been doing desk work the whole time we've been trapped. I imagine she'd be getting a different kind of tired from what we got walking around. Mentally tired, maybe. As I was saying that, I knocked on the security office door. Knock, knock. Hello, Sora, you there? Wait, the smell door is so thick you couldn't even hear me if you were. I pushed the button for the intercom on the panel next to the door. But Sora didn't reply. I wonder if she isn't in there. The door wasn't locked, so I pushed the door button and it opened. The security office was small, and it was dirty. The front wall was packed with monitors. They were all stained dark from cigarette smoke. Ashtrays were stacked up like it was normal. And there was a huge sign placed on the wall that said no smoking. I recall the sloppy clubroom back at college. It had 25 years of history, being only used by guys, and couldn't help but chuckle. But I restrained myself and kept looking. Sora wasn't there. Sora? Hey, Sora, where are you? I didn't think you were the type to go running off without telling anyone. I took another step inside the room. Where? All the windows on the wall monitors opened and closed.
倉成さん、いつの間にいらしたんですか?
When did you get here? For some reason, the voice sounded like it came from the shadow of the desk. It was a blind spot, and I couldn't see Sora. So you are here, Sora. Thought you'd probably be all stressed out from the market situation, so I came and had a look. What are you doing in that weird place? I pushed the rear of the desk as I talked.
ダメです、倉成さん、こっち来ないでください。
Oh no, Kyorai-san, no, please don't. Huh?
今ちょっと手が離せなくて。
I'm busy right now. I couldn't see her face, but she sounded embarrassed.
できれば、もうしばらく部屋の外にいていただけませんか?
I'm pretty sure we've seen this before. So maybe only the order is different? Let me try F3. Yeah, we've already seen that before. So we're gonna go to the Dolphin Merry-Go-Round next. And we're going to test this out by hitting F3 and see if everything is new. Nope, that's all the same too. So the souvenir shop? Ah, there was something new there. Because when I pressed F3, nothing happened. So adjacent to the corridor was a little room for visitors to rest, as well as a shop selling theme park goods. There was a sign with a Lemieux mascot on it. That was where I had peeled the mascot costume off of the kid. That Lemieux thing called Mew Mew. It's good to know that the game will auto stop, because that was one of the biggest fears I had when playing like 999, is I was always afraid to skip ahead because I always thought I was gonna miss something. And the shop were those Lemieux stuffed animals next to all kinds of keychains, hologram pendants, seafood snacks, and other stuff as well. The kid was sitting on the bench next to me. He wasn't really looking at anything, but his gaze seemed fixed. He just kept staring at the ground. I expected to see a hole open up in the ground from how intensely he was staring. He had his hands on his temples. Well, how's you hit it, kid? What's the matter? Did you find something? Or did you remember something?
誰ですかあなたは
Who are you? I just told you a bit ago. I introduced myself. I'm Takeshi. Kirinari Takeshi.
あ、そうだったっけ
Oh, is that right?
ここはここは
This is...
どうして僕はこんなところに
what am I doing here? Oh, great. Sad amnesia thing. Kid couldn't remember what he had just said, so I think that one line was the same, but I'm willing to bet that all this is... Yeah. So that one line, I'm sorry, wasn't the same. That one line was different, but everything else was the same. Alright, so the order this time is going to be the warehouse first, then the infirmary, then the visitor elevator. There was a room with no sign indicating what it was for. I had caught my curiosity and I decided to have a look. It appeared to be a warehouse of some kind. There were loads of boxes made of reinforced plastic all piled up. And that's it there. So the infirmary. Right? Yes, the infirmary. Kranken Station! Yes, I love the German language so much. It just sounds so cool. All right, in front of the infirmary. This is probably all gonna be the same. Wondering again what's up with Coco and what's up with, you know, what's going on with her, right? The visitor elevator. All right, are we satisfied with the explanation or are we not satisfied with the explanation this time? This time we are still satisfied with the explanation. Yes, indeed. Same as before. So all that's... Oh, hello. So in honor of the... Hold on, I need context. Hey, Kirinari, don't just go blurting out my full name. You, who had been standing over by the shop, came walking directly toward me. Ah, what a pain. Oh, they're talking about how long their names are. In honor of the mascot, I name you Earl Mune of Hamburger. All the dots.
乱暴ですね、倉成さん。
That's Kid, Kirinari-san. Oh, they're trying to name Kid. Oh.
そうですね。私も一つ考えましょう。それでは、キワクさん。
We've heard Mello-san. So once again, I really like how the game stops whenever there's a new choice. It makes me wonder how quickly we're going to get through the game at this rate, though. But I assume that the epilogues are going to all be their own fleshed out story, right? Let's see. Everybody makes their mistakes, which is what we chose last time. Or, it's not your fault, Sora. It's not your fault, Sora. It was an accident. What happened? So she's apologizing. Even though the second floor was about to occur, or the second flooding was about to occur, I failed to notice and warn you. Okay, so she's apologizing for not warning us about the second flooding. Got it. We may have even overlooked the cause of this when we were checking around a little bit ago. We're in this together.
いいえ、そんなことはありません。
Not at all. Sora answered without looking away from the monitor.
私の計算と予測がいい加減だったんです。だから
My calculations and predictions were irresponsible. Toko trying to blame yourself for this. Everyone is fine, so let's just consider ourselves lucky. All the dots. With her head bowed in silence, Sora kept working. Finally, her hand stopped typing on the keyboard. Sora turned and stood up.
状況がわかりました。これから表示します。
I have gauged our situation. I will now display it.
皆さんどうか驚いたり気を落としたりしないでくださいね。
Everyone, please do not be shocked or let this get you down.
そうだ、そんな風に言われると逆に身構えちゃうよ。
Sora, when you say it like that, it makes us nervous.
あ、すみません。
Oh, I'm sorry.
まあ、めったなことじゃ驚かない自信があるけどね。
Still, I'm fairly confident that there are a few things that will shock me. I think there's a lot of things that might shock you, unless there's a lot of you we don't know about you.
そうですか。それでは。
I see. In that case, so she's gonna tell us about the situation now, right? I thought everyone was probably numbed by what we experienced so far. Simply put, the cause of the second influx of water we experienced a short while ago.
一度目の浸水の時に被害を免れたいくつかの区画は強制換気により急激に減圧された状態で水没した区画から隔離されました。
The sectors that were able to avoid damage during the first flooding were isolated from the flooded sections, and forced ventilation created a sudden reduction in air pressure.
しかし水没区画が内部の水の重さに耐えきれず傾き、隣接した区画とのジョイントに亀裂が生じました。
However, the inundated sectors were not able to withstand the weight of the water and jolted, causing a rupture of the joint in the adjacent sector. You know, FlightlessBird, if you would have just said F3, you wouldn't have to say the inundated word, which I still can't say, and you wouldn't have said the word jilted instead of tilted. Just saying. But I don't want to just rush through a game, though. I mean, even though we can hit F3 to go to something new, I want to make sure we're still understanding the story as we go.
管内外の圧力差により小さな亀裂からスポイトのように周囲の海水が吸い込まれたために
The gap in the internal and external air pressure caused seawater to be sucked into the complex through the rupture.
それまで健在だった多くの区画も短時間で一気に浸水したのです。
So, many of the sectors that were stable until that moment were instantly flooded, and that's how we had the second flooding. Okay. Good. Like I said, it's just good to see what's going on. Where are we at? Oh, also, everyone, please remove your voice converters during the repressurization process. Okay, so what they're doing now is they're entering the repressurization room. Got it. The bends. Where did Tsugumi go? Or when was Sora going to sleep? When was Sora going to sleep? When was Sora going to sleep? The simple doubt jumped into my mind, so we don't know that she's an AI in this route. Interesting. She was doing minute complex work nonstop, and she was always on her feet. Maybe she never got tired. When I spoke with her over the interphone and asked her if she was alright, she laughed and said she was just fine. And she was still standing outside the room as if she were a sentinel guarding it. Her back was straight, and she never slouched, always looking like she was at attention. I wondered if what she had said about being fine, not sleeping days on end was true. That really bothers me. I thought that I'd follow up on it later, so yeah. I'm thinking that we're going to be on this Sora route. That's my early prediction. Let me know your prediction in the comment section below. Do you think I'm right that this is the Sora route, or am I just reading too much into this? Even as I thought that, my eyelids got heavier and heavier. But still, even so, today really was an eventful day. And then I fell away into slumber. May 2nd, Tuesday. Alright, jump ahead. And, ooh. We are not talking to her. We're going to wait and see. Wait and see what she says. What's the context here? Oh, black ink. Oh, I know, black ink on the creases of our hands. I remember what I was angry about. Forget fortune telling. Oh wait, was this with you? Yeah, that was with you. So you played a trick on us and we had the black ink on us. And then she was no longer next to us. And as we stopped and looked back, I saw Kid and Coco vanish into a small corridor to the left. Whoa, geez, I don't believe those guys. I hurried after the three of them. Tsugumi was in front of the control room. She was leaning against the wall with her arms folded and head down. Wait and see what she does. I peered at Tsugumi's face. I was curious where she had gone off to the day before. She could at least have given me a hint. Oh, the dots. Oh, the dots. Oh, the double dots. Oh, the return the double dots. Tsugumi didn't budge. She stood there with her mouth half open, only blinking her eyes a couple of times. Oh, the dots. Oh, the dots.
Nani?
What? Tsugumi finally spoke! Yay!
なんか文句あるの?
You got a problem? Then she scowled. Huh? Oh, good morning. Did you get a good sleep last night? I didn't. That dang room was so small I ended up sitting on the floor all night. I yawned and rubbed my eyes with both hands as I spoke. So, what did you do after that yesterday? But then Tsugumi's eyes narrowed into slits, and she leveled a steely glare at me. It was the kind of look that could kill.
ひどい顔.
Your face is
最低ね.
the absolute worst. Huh? Tsugumi shook her head as if she was fed up with me and vanished inside the control room. Absolute worst? Yeah, well, that seems about normal, doesn't it? Alright, so, zooming ahead. Let's see. Okay. Hey, where is Tsugumi and Sura? Kid. Sora went back to the control room. She said there was still stuff she had to look into. Oh, that again. I think Tsugumi took off somewhere. Same old, same old. I turned my eyes to the 3 tuna sandwiches left on the tray. What to do? So last time we looked for Tsugumi first, so this time we are going to see Sora in the control room. Yeah, like I said, I'm getting the feeling more and more that this is going to be a Sora route. I decided to look in on Sora first. I'd look for Tsugumi later. I took the sandwiches in hand and left the room. Which way was it? I got as far as the corner before I realized I didn't know the route. Yeah, that's saying something. We don't know what route we're doing. Maybe it's this way. Finally, I found a room where the corridor played out. This is the Himmel. Himmel was written on the door. No, this isn't it. I retraced my route. Alright, here it is. Hey, Sora, it's time for dinner. Push the open button next to the door, but the door didn't open. Hey, Sora, open up. I bought you food. It's time to eat. I shouted into the interphone as I pushed the button to talk.
食事ですか?
Eat. She replied to me through the speaker.
わざわざありがとうございます。でも私、必要ありませんから。
Thanks for going to the trouble, but I don't need any food. You don't? Man, don't say that. Sora, have you been eating okay? You have to eat or you're not going to have any energy. All the dots.
すいません。今手が離せないんです。
I'm sorry, but I'm occupied at the moment. I remember that we'd had the same exchange the day before. Hurry it up. The sandwiches are gonna get cooked. Besides, I made them special for you. Listen, I want to just give these to you. So will you open the door?
どうしてもダメなんです。
I really can't. Come on, please. Just open the door, Sora-san. I'll throw in a coupon for a beer if you want.
ごめんなさい。
I'm sorry. We kept arguing through the speaker. Oh, the dits. Alright then, I'm only going to wait out here for 1 more minute.
1分ですか？弱りましたね。
1 more minute? You're giving me a hard time.
ちょっと向こうに行かないといけないんですよ。
I had to go somewhere. Huh? Somewhere? Where? Oh, the dots. Hey, Sora, where you going? Hello? Hello? I pushed the button again and again, shouting, but Sora didn't answer. Just then, the lights in the corridor began to flicker uneasily. Instinctively, I looked to the ceiling. Listening carefully, I heard a sound like the rumble of thunder far away. What? What's happening? Could it be? Tiny waves formed in the water pooled on the floor. The walls and ceiling trembled slightly, metal screeching on metal, as if they were trying to say something to me. Darkness blanketed me. The tremors and sounds stopped, but an eerie silence filled the area. Only the emergency lights glowed dimly. Is this a blackout? I wonder what happened to Sora. Hey, Sora, answer me! I pounded the door. I thought she might not be able to hear me inside. Then I tapped the interphone button, but there was no response. Oh, I wonder if the interphone needs electricity to work. I had no clue what was happening on the other side of the door. I figured the only thing I could do was get the door open. I heard footsteps approaching from the darker corridor. Who's there? In the far darkness, I could just make out 4 familiar outlines. I'm feeling this is the same. No, it's not. I pressed F3, nothing happened. Splashing through the water, the 4 of them walked over. See, when I press F3 like I am right now, see how nothing moves? I can press F3 all I want, and nothing's changing. Which shows that, you know, we don't have to be afraid to fast forward. But I want to make sure, like I said, I just want to make sure we don't skip anything. Splashing through the water, the 4 of them walked over. Oh, the dots.
ねえ、空のことを見かけなかった？
Hey, have you seen Sora? No, but she was inside until just a bit ago. But now she wouldn't answer. It seems like the door is locked.
何かあったの？
What happened? I don't know. Anyway, let's get inside. How do we get this thing open?
ああ、扉の下の方に緊急用の開閉装置があるから。
Oh, there's an emergency mechanism to open the door near the bottom of it. Pulling on the lever, I pushed the door open to the side, over to the side. The door opened just wide enough for a person to squeeze through. I peeked inside the room. It was pitch black. I couldn't see a thing.
懐中電灯いる？
Do you want a flashlight? Okay, thanks. I gave the kid the sandwich and took the flashlight. I turned it on and stepped into the room. A white circle of light appeared on the wall. I shined the flashlight left and right, lighting up all the corners of the room. Alright, so that we have seen. It's cool though, the way this game works. Yeah, I'm really digging this. Look for Sora first. What are the contexts here? She wants us to go help her put the power back on, right? The only thing we can do now is go check out the generator. Yeah, so she's saying I really need you. The words shocked me. I thought my heart stopped for a second. I really need you. Sugumi stared at me. Her intense gaze made me uncomfortable. Please. I hate to say this, but we need to look for Sora first. Sorry. No. I don't want to go. I turned my face to avoid Sugumi's eyes. I didn't want her eyes to drag me in. We gotta go look for Sora first. This isn't a time to be acting selfishly.
そう。
I see. Sugumi frowned. She gave me that look that could kill again.
ねえねえ、ココが代わりに言ってあげよっか。
Hey, do you want me to go instead? Coco asked the question innocently.
そうね。
Let's see. Sugumi's expression soon returned to normal.
でも一人じゃ無理ね。
But I don't think it's possible with just you alone.
ひとまずここには 別の仕事を頼みたいんだけど。
First, I want to ask you to do another job.
別の仕事？何それ？
Another job? What's that?
私が発電室を見に行くことをユウと少年に伝えてほしいの。
I want you to tell you and the kid that I'm going to the generator room.
それとたけしが怖がって一緒に行こうとしないから困ってるって。
And that Takeshi put me in a difficult spot because he was scared and wouldn't come along with me. Hey, hold on. When did I say that I was scared? I jumped in between Coco and Tsugumi.
嫌だ行きたくないってダダっ子みたいに言ったじゃない。
No, I don't want to go. That sounds pretty scared to me. Hey, who do you think you're calling scared? I just think that maybe we should do something else first.
ほら、そうやってすぐ吠える。
See what I
臆病な
mean?
のね。
Something happens and you start whining like a baby.
育児のない男。
You are a gutless man.
ああ、それともまだ男になってないのかな。
Or maybe you're not even a man yet.
ここ、早くユウと少年を呼んできてよ。たけしは役に立ちそうにないから。
Coco, hurry and get you and the kid. Takeshi isn't going to be of any use. Ah, Tsugumi, you don't have to talk like that. I was peeved.
じゃあどう言えばいいの？
So how do you want me to say it? Without hesitating, Tsugumi shot the question right back at me. Oh, the dudes. For one moment, I thought I'd grab her by a collar and show her. But I dropped my hand. Okay, fine. I'll go with you. I'll go with you because you're too scared to go alone. Ha! Yeah, see, I can turn those tables on you too. She doesn't look impressed. Tsugumi laughed through her nose.
結局ここはどうしたらいいのかな？
So what am I supposed to do?
ユウたちには私が発電室に行くことを伝えるだけでいいわ。
Just tell you that I'm going to the generator room.
たけしは私がもらっていくから。
And I'm taking Takeshi along.
はい、じゃあ了解しました。
Roger, 10 for that. Kogo clicked her heels together and gave a kind of salute. So it looks like we have to go with her no matter what happens, right? And now, this is where we jokingly wash her hair, right? Because she just drilled into it and we're kind of like fearful of what she's doing. But this time we're gonna try to escape. I decided it would be best to escape. I don't want to be around that crazy woman anymore. I discreetly reached for the handle of the watertight door.
何やってるの？
What are you doing?
さっき付き合ってくれるってそう言ったじゃない。
You said you would come along with me. Tsugumi grabbed my wrist. Tsugumi's palm was soft and wet. There was a soft suction-like feeling as she grabbed me. Tsugumi stared at me. It was a serious, hard look. Fine, have it your way. I'll go along with you to the end even if we sink to the bottom of the ocean. I made up my mind. Just then, boom! Egg elevator took a big jolt and started to move. Away we go. Alright, Archimedes principle. This time we actually do know what it means because we learned it. It's the principle of volume, how things displace in water. Dang, you're annoying. See, I know what the context here is so we're good. Of course I know about that. The buoyancy of a submerged object is equal to the weight of the liquid displaced by the object. Yeah, what he said. Takeshi says it much better than I do, that's for sure. And what does that have to do with what we're talking about?
あとは自分で考えれば。
Yeah, I remember her saying this. Yep. Because she wants us to think it through. Why she knew so much about Lemieux? Excellent, we can ask her about that this time. Context. There's more than enough pointless conversation in the world, don't you think? Alright, I got it already. How about I ask you a meaningful question? I want to ask why she knew so much about Lemieux. I decided to ask about something that had been nagging me for a while. Tsugumi, why do you know so much about Lemieux? I mean, you seem to know a bunch of details, like about this generator room or the pipe room or whatever. Oh, the dots. I couldn't check her expression, but it seemed like she was deep in thought about something. Well, how's that for a meaningful question? Oh, the dots.
全然
Completely. Is she gonna say stupid?
意味なんかないわ。
Devoid of meaning. Alright, well, at least she didn't say it was stupid. I mean, that's a win, right? Sugumi muttered that.
そんなことを聞いてあなたは何か得する？
How is my answer to that going to help you?
私のことを知っても何の意味もないでしょ。
It doesn't really matter whether you know about me or not.
あなたには知る必要のないこと。
It's something you don't need to know.
Oh, I see. If you don't want to tell me, well, that's fine.
Still, I really did want to know. Sugumi's evasion of the question had made me interested in finding out what there really was to her. But I didn't think that she would answer if I badgered her about it anymore. I was irritated, but decided to play it cool and pretend like I didn't care. Then,
ね
hey, I didn't know what she was thinking, but Sugumi suddenly put her face in front of me.
What?
え、今度は私の番ね。
Now it's my turn. So that's probably going to be the same. And where are we going to jump to next? Wow, we jumped a lot. We're on... Okay, I thought we were on Kick the Can. But we're not. Because we would said, like, we don't know what it means. What is we talking about? Super Memory! Ah! Super Memory! Or as Coco likes to say.
じゃあスーパーメクリッチョは？
Super Mechanic... What?
じゃあスーパーメクリッチョは？
Super Mechanitsuwa. Yeah, my Japanese is horrible. Sorry! But yeah, we're going to say that... Well, of course I know what that is. Absolutely.
Well, of course I know it.
I answered, full of confidence.
You want me to help you set up the cards?
お願い。
Yes, please.
ちょっと待ちなさいよ。
Wait a minute.
そうよ。一体何なの？
What in the world are you talking about?
What? You guys scared to play Super Memory? Are you bad at it?
違う。
No.
苦手とか得意とかそういう問題じゃないっての。
I don't know if I'm good or bad at it.
もしかして
Huh? You mean you really?
You guys really don't know the game?
うん。
Nope.
ええ。
Me neither.
You're kidding. I don't believe this.
I was stunned.
そんなこと言われても知らないものはしょうがないじゃない。
Well, we don't know what we don't know. With that, you claimed up.
そうなんだ。結構有名なゲームだと思ったんだけどな。
Pretty famous game? Okay, this is still new. It's a pretty famous game. At least I thought it was.
まあいいや。
But it's no problem.
簡単なルールだから教えてあげるよ。
The rules are simple. I'll teach you. Kogo started shuffling the cards brilliantly. Ooh, not too far ahead. Did we jump? Let's see. Oh. Okay, Kid came in the conference room creating 6 cans of soda and the card game stopped. So he popped open the tab, holding down to keep the carbonation from erupting. And like a pro, she kept from being showered with sticky liquid. So he set the 5 cans on the table, brought these 2. Pointing to the hood behind his neck, I stuck my hand in the hood and there were tuna sandwiches inside.
Hey, where'd you get these? Did you make them?
たけしが懐中電灯と引き換えに僕に預けたんじゃないか。
You gave them to me when I gave you the flashlight.
Oh, well, that's great. The leftovers.
They were the sandwiches I hadn't given to Sugumi and Sora during the blackout. Ah, I remember those.
誰かお腹減ってる人もいるかなと思って。
I thought that somebody might be hungry.
おお、素晴らしい。
You know that you is hungry. Besides, I realized she might not have eaten anything since breakfast because we never gave her a sandwich.
Alright, well, this one's for Sugumi.
I gave Sugumi one of the sandwiches I took from the kid's hood. Sugumi took it without saying anything. Then I held out the remaining one to Sora.
Well, the other one is for you, Sora. You haven't eaten, have you?
あ、いえ、私はいいんです。
And this is where we find out that Sora is an AI. No, I'm fine.
Don't be polite. I know it tastes good.
ええ、でも
Still.
Hey, I'm not kidding.
美味しいってのはココも保証するよ。
I'll vouch for its deliciousness.
Yeah.
And here we have the explanation once again of the park entrance. But, my friends, I'm gonna go ahead and take a break here. I love you all so very much. And, yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with this game. This episode is actually coming out on the greatest day known to mankind, also known as my birthday. So, I'm gonna go celebrate with my family today. So I don't know if there's gonna be an episode the next day. I really want to play Shadow Hearts right now, and I might do that, which means we may have a Shadow Hearts episode coming out on Wednesday, and an Ever 17 episode then following on Thursday. I'm working on Silent Hill in the background on the endings guide, so we're gonna probably be alternating between Ever 17 and Shadow Hearts for the next couple of days. But if you want to say happy birthday to me, there's a really easy way to do it. Just hit that thumbs up button to like the video. I mean, or comment on the video. And say, hey, you know, this is what I think of what's going on. I love to know your theories if you've already played the game. I love to know what you think about the game so far from my perspective. Like, you know, seeing it being played rather than playing itself. What do you think? And I would love to reach out to you guys and have a conversation with you all, because that to me is what makes this channel so much fun. It's not watching the view numbers or the subscribe numbers or things like that. It's just having a conversation with people who love games. You know? This community. The #1 YouTube community, all of YouTube. You guys are the best. And until next time, my friends, so long. And take care. Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to comment on what you saw and what you would like to see next. I always love to hear your thoughts. Please be sure to like and subscribe for more. Also, please do not forget, you matter, you are brilliant, and you are loved. And you should always remember to be true to yourself. Don't let the world tell you any different. Much love to you from your friendly feathered flightless bird. Till next time.